Well, hey there, my friends, and welcome back to the Creative Shop Talk podcast. I'm your host, Wendy Batten. We're going to talk about spring cleaning today. So, I have had my just dying to get spring cleaning around my house, and I see this a lot with retailers. It's a really great time for renewal and refresh. If you're listening to this from the other side of the world, maybe you're thinking about getting ready for autumn and fall, and it is just a great time in a seasonal change to focus on cleaning the joint up. That's what I say. Like, we got to get cleaned up. So I'm going to share with you some of my very favorite things that I have been sharing with my clients over the last few weeks, based on some of the things where they're not stuck, but where they've been kind of needing a little bit of a mojo enhancer. So spring cleaning is the way to go, renewal and resetting things. And I'm going to share those with you today. Let's go. Running a retail business doesn't have to be so hard. Welcome to the Creative Shop Talk podcast, the go-to podcast for creative shop owners, studio owners, and independent retailers. I'm your host, Wendy Batten, retail business coach and mentor. Each week, I'll share simple, proven business strategies, inspiring stories from fellow retailers, and advice from industry experts. Together, we're going to work to find the success you want from your retail business, with more profits in your till and a little more joy in your life. Okay, one of the things I wanted to share today, as I in awe here, is understanding that spring cleaning can be from our mind and a physical way. So I'm going to be sharing some different things. And what I mean by that is our mindset. So if you are in a funk, or if you are stuck, or if you're just like, meh, we all get like that, right? Sometimes we get like that, especially after a long winter, if you're in the northern climates. Spring comes and our mindset just changes. Hopefully it's feeling a little bit better. The customers are out, but there's also been a lot of things going on in the world, which I've had a lot of clients talk about. It's been a big topic of conversation. Tariffs, economic downturn. I have a lot of North American clients, so there's a lot of things there, but it's affecting the UK and Europe and all over the place. There's always something, right? And right now feels a little heavy. But I want you to know, and we've talking about this in other previous podcasts, that's what's happening in the outside world. We get to control what's happening inside our business. We should be making decisions banked on, what is happening in the real world now, but also anchored in future planning. So we want to make sure that we're not like, oh, woe is me, because this is not an attitude that's going to serve you. Lots of retailers are doing great right now. So we need to reset our attitude, if you will. We want to regroup. We want to clean out the cobwebs of our mind and start planning for what we need to plan for now. So that looks like a lot of different things for a lot of different retailers. So maybe it's your pricing strategy. Maybe it is understanding your numbers better, because that, my friend, is the key right now. If you understand where your money's going and you understand the power of all of, like, knowing where every dollar's going and understanding your margins, that's the magic wand for you right now. And so I get the privilege and the pleasure to work with lots of retailers right now, helping them understand that and seeing how that can work for them. This is how we see the opportunities, right? So resetting your mind to understanding that you're going to maybe spend a little bit more time revisiting things like pricing right now. We're going to be revisiting our numbers. Let's just look at the situation right now and see what things look like. So it's a great time to regroup. And as I said, kind of cleaning the cobwebs out of our brain around all of this and just working towards forward planning. So where are we going? That is something that can be exciting. And spring is, again, such a great time to be planning over, the next few months of your beautiful business. So what are the new opportunities? We can't see new opportunities through victim goggles, right? So we're not victims. We are action takers. We are doers. We are definitely looking at the next quarter as being, what can that look like for us? And let's take action. So in our spring refresh of our mind, we are throwing out any negative thoughts, and we are going to remind ourselves that our work should be energy giving. What we're doing should be lighting us up. Do you remember when you first opened? How exciting was that, right? So let's rechannel that. How exciting was it when you first started working in your shop and you first started running it and you had all these dreams? You need to revisit that if you don't have that in your life right now. Again, your work should be energy giving. So it should be fueling you. So, and it should be supporting your business or your life as well. Your business should support your life. So spring is a really great time to revisit that. And again, clean out the cobwebs from your mind. So speaking of money, let's talk about ways that we can make more money right now. Spring is a fabulous time to revisit your inventory. So looking at old stock, doing a little bit of a deep dive, taking an afternoon or a focused time to check your POS system, and let's have a walk around our shop and a walk around our back room and our storage containers or wherever else you have all that hidden inventory. And spring is a wonderful time to have a spring cleaning sale. Like, customers love them. It's a great time. And I don't mean just maybe a little table in the back. Like, go for it. Have a big sidewalk sale or have a deep, big spring cleaning sale in your shop. This has been really successful. This has been working really well for many of my clients. So I love to look at, just a tip, we look at the last, like what hasn't moved, what's been sitting on the shelf, what's been sitting, looking in your POS system, what's been sitting around, what's old inventory is what I am trying to say, for more than 90 days. We want to move that stuff out, make some money. Better to take a loss and get it out, because if your customers haven't bought it by now, they're probably not going to. It's okay. Let's just keep moving it and let's bring something in that they do want. That's how we look at inventory, right? But another note around having like an inventory clearance sale, you could have this, back room cleaning out the back room sale. I've had clients in the last few weeks selling like old displays, all that. I like to say all that crap we've been accumulating in the back room. There's always something, right? Old displays. Maybe, if you're a workshop leader, you may have old products you're not using anymore. It's okay. Sell it all. Go for it. Sell open products, sell damaged products, sell whatever. It's a garage sale or a clearance sale or whatever. This is a great time to do that. So spring is a phenomenal time. Your customers are in the mood for it. It just feels good. Clean out that back room. Everything sitting in your back room in your storage container has value, has money. It's like boxes of money, little dollar signs hanging all over the place in boxes packed away. Pull it out, sell it. I have tons of clients. One of my clients in particular, she recently just did a huge clearance sale, and it was over $9,000 from a Thursday through a Sunday. And she called it a sidewalk sale. She had a whole lot of things outside and just kept the momentum was there. People were coming, and she's like, we're going to run it on Thursday and Friday. And then it just kept going, and she just kept bringing out stuff. Cleaned out her back room, swept out that back room, had it all cleaned out. So it was just feeling good. It gave her back energy, right? It gave her energy, and it gave her $9,000 in cash. So she could go out and buy some new product. So let's look at really clearing out some of that stuff that's not moving. It's no longer serving you. Get it out. Get something for it. Don't put it back in the back room. The other thing is about money and about clearing out the cobwebs around our money situation and getting the cash flow again. This is a great time to be revisiting our expenses. So not cutting the fat, cutting the fat. Sorry. We want to cut the fat. We don't want to cut the meat. Meaning we want to things that just started, coming off our cards and we just haven't been paying attention to it. This is a wonderful time to revisit that. I love to do that quarterly, right? I remind all my clients to do that quarterly. I have a client who found a whole lot of things that had been, I think she had 4 or 5 things that had increased in pricing, which happens. Subscriptions, some other things like insurance, a few other things, without her knowledge. She wasn't paying attention. So go line by line on your credit card, line by line on your bank statements, which we should be doing on our money dates anyways and once a month, but really paying attention. Where can we review our expenses? And again, don't cut things that are an investment to make you money. So ask yourself, how is this product, service, maybe how is our Inner Circle membership helping us? What could I do to jump back into that, to make some money? Which I'm telling you right now, watching one masterclass inside our Retailers Inner Circle would probably help you make some money. So that was just sort of also a side gig, right? Side note, but just looking at your expenses. The next thing that can help you spring clean your mindset and spring clean your business is revisiting your pricing. So this is a big thing for this season, whether you are entering spring or entering fall on the other side of the world. We need to make sure that your pricing is correct. And again, going back up to your business planning and understanding, we need to be confident about our pricing. And again, if you need support around that, that's what we do inside the Inner Circle program. We have an entire pricing module. Do not price based on what your neighbor's pricing it at or what everybody else is pricing it at. I am seeing this over and over and over again. And the answer I get back is, yeah, but Susie's selling it at that price. Yeah, but online they can sell it at that price. Yeah, but, I don't care. You need to make sure that you are priced for profit. Susie down the street might be one of those ones going out of business. You need to be priced for profit. You also my friend, trust me, listen to this. If you've gone away, I want you to come back. We need to make sure we are protecting our margins right now because pricing is going to change and we're going to be uncomfortable raising our prices. I know we are. I hear it every day. I know we are. But we have to stop making assumptions that our customers will not pay it because we have to protect our businesses. You have to protect your business for yourself, for your family, for your members of your board of directors sitting at your kitchen table, and for your community. We need to make sure that we stay in business. We cannot stay in business if we don't have profitable pricing. So understand that. Understand how to sell. That's the other thing. It's your job to train your staff how to sell. We need to make sure we have salespeople on the floor that understand how to sell in alignment and ethically, but they still need to learn to sell. So we need to make sure that we are revisiting pricing and our mindset around selling and making profits in our business, because just money in, money out is not going to make you profitable. If you do nothing else this year in your spring cleaning, make sure you are revisiting your pricing. Okay. The next one is actually spring cleaning your physical shop. So when we think of our shop, everything creep sets in. We know this. I think we talked about it last week on the podcast. Creep sets in. So we need to make sure that the physical shop that we are running, take a look around. Go walk around your shop. Where are things feeling a little, things happen. Our doormat gets a little bit worn. The paint is chipping. Our counters get cluttered, our back, people see this. Customers see mess. They see tired spaces. They see unloved spaces. This isn't about giving you more work to do. This is about understanding the customer's journey. And spring cleaning is such a great time to do that. So get your mojo back on, get your team involved. And again, I said this earlier, your shop, your work, what you do should be energy giving. Think of that like fixing up the place like you would at home, right? When you reset your house and you give yourself a good cleaning, give the house a good cleaning, it feels good, right? We want to make sure that energy is the same thing we're doing in our shop. High dusting is something that's often missed. High dusting means like look up, see the dust all, maybe on the highlights. And, this is a great time to do that. It's a great time to also revisit things like your uniforms or your aprons and your name tags and all of the things that are brand forward facing that maybe your staff are wearing, or even what your staff are wearing. Maybe it's time to implement a uniform, or it's the time to implement a new policy and procedure around how we are going to dress in our shop, or how we're going to speak, or how we answer the phone. This is all spring cleaning. This is all a great time to do these things, right? It's really a great time. And as I like to say, it's a great time to spruce up the joint. Get those cobwebs out, literally, physically, literally, clean out your front, the bugs out of your front window or wherever they may have collected. The next part about spring cleaning might be the way we do things. And I just sort of mentioned a little bit about that, but thinking really like fresh thoughts around your marketing and promotions. Let's get some energy in there. Let's get excited about it. If you are a member of the Inner Circle, you have your dashboards and your monthly planner. We have those. We have ideas in there for, spring promotions into summer, because we're planning obviously into summer. But think about the way that you are marketing and the way you are approaching it. It should feel good. It should be energy giving. Nothing great comes without enthusiasm. It's my favorite line to say. Nothing great comes without enthusiasm. So if you're not enthusiastic and feeling high energy and high vibe in your shop, then that's going to come out in your marketing as well. So refresh your marketing and your promotions. We also have, if you are looking for just a standalone program, we have our Sales Accelerator program. You can sign up for that. You can take that. There's different ways. We walk all the way through how to get your customers from visibility, getting known in your community, getting them in, getting them felt loved, nurturing our customers, getting them in the door, converting them to buyers in a very aligned and good, feel-good way. I call it feel-good marketing. And then turning them into allies and believers, like by wowing and delighting them. So we have that whole program. If you want that, just go grab that. You can take that. Nothing happens without a plan. Right? Nothing happens without a plan. Nothing good happens without a plan. And the best way for us to succeed is to prepare to succeed, right? So being prepared and spring cleaning and feeling really good. So we've got environment. We want to really physically clean our environment for spring cleaning. We want to clean our paperwork up. We want to clean up our numbers. We want to look at our pricing. We want to clean our mindset up and our marketing. We want to make sure that we are feeling really good this spring or into autumn, depending on where you are located in this world. And I'm hoping that you find this helpful because, again, over the last couple of weeks and during our live coaching week that we did inside the Inner Circle, which was so fun. I've been really vibing about that since we did that. Our live coaching week was just energy giving to me and reminded me of how much I just love seeing retailers win, seeing you win. I want you to win. And there's so many ways that we can do it, and we can do it in a way that feels good. So starting with this whole reset and refresh of our mindset around spring, again, or autumn, going into it as a season changes, let's take these seasonal ideas, let's turn some of them into cash, let's clean up some of our messes figuratively and, with our business and with our products and in our shop. So I hope you have found this helpful. I have been wanting to talk about spring cleaning for some time now. If you can, if this makes sense to you, I would love for you to jump into my DMs on Instagram. I'm at Wendy Batten Biz on Instagram. Jump into my DMs. Tell me what you are doing or tag me in some of your spring cleaning projects. I would love to see your front windows, or I'd love to see what you're doing, or your new name tags, or whatever has given you energy today or lit a fire under you, or a spark, as one of my clients always says. She gets sparked by these podcasts and by our coaching. And I would love to know what you're going to take action on. It would just fill my cup up if I knew that you were taking action towards making your business feel good. So thank you so much. And if you have the ability, or if you would be so kind to take a couple of minutes and to go wherever you are listening to this podcast and leave us a review for the show. I will tell you that 5 stars if you can, it makes such a big difference. And the reason is because it just helps us get the show in front of more people and more retailers who we would love to expose all these ideas about running a really awesome independent business. So thank you. I appreciate if you do that for us. Okay, my friends, happy spring cleaning. Let me know. Don't forget, jump in my DMs and tell me what you are going to do. So until next week, I have a great podcast episode for you next week. So we'll see you then. Have a great week. We'll see you soon. Well, that's it for this week's episode of the Creative Shop Talk podcast. I'm I'm so glad that you're here to join us this week, and I hope you found value in what we're sharing here. I want to remind you that our website has all of the show notes. You can find it at wendybatten.com/podcast. Everything that you need to hear about today's podcast is there. Also an opportunity if you need to reach out to me. If I can support you in any way whatsoever, please feel free to reach out. So thanks for joining us. Please leave a review, subscribe if you can, and never miss an episode. We hope to see you back here again next week. Thanks, my friend. Have a great week.